Hi, guys. Let me see who's in here. Jesus. Y'all, I went to my Spotify and I was like, let me listen to music because it's gonna take some people to get some time to come in here. And then when I looked, I'm like, Jesus Christ, y'all are really in here. Some of you guys are up. I was nervous about doing this reading late because obviously I'm in my bed dress, which just means I'm in my pajamas. I'm ready to go to bed. So someone said we litty. No, we're not litty tonight. We're not. Okay. Um, but I really wanted to do a reading for you guys before I went to bed. So I was like, I wasn't sure who's gonna be up, who's gonna be tuned in, but y'all are really tuned in, so I guess we'll get started. All right, guys, this is a collective reading, by the way. This is not all signs. This is not your specific sign. I'm reading for your specific sign. This is a collective reading. I do feel like this is a warning reading, okay? I really urge you to share this with your people. I don't ever say that about my readings, but I feel like this is something that you need to send to someone. Even after you listen to the message, you need to send it to your best friend, send it to your family member, send it to your coworker, whoever you F with heavy, whoever you want them to be aware of what's about to come. And this is something for you, but it's also for them. You need to share this reading out. This is going to be very um informative, okay? Okay. Anyway, y'all are up. What are y'all doing? Y'all are some insomniacs. I don't know what part of the world you're living in, so maybe this is your regular time to be up, but for me it's late. So I'm like, wow. I'm excited to see you guys in here. I'm not going to waste your time tonight. We all have to go to bed. We all have things to do. We're going to get into it. This is a reading about Mercury retrograde. We're about to be going into Mercury retrograde very soon. I forget the date, okay, but it's coming up very soon. If you know the date, drop it in the chat. I will put it up on the screen, okay? I need your help during this reading. So this is a reading where you need to share your grievances. If I'm saying something that resonates with you, you do not need to hold back. You need to share it. Everybody needs to know what they need to be aware of, okay? We're under attack. I'm kidding. We're going to be fine, right? But I do need to share this with you guys really. So if there's anything that you have some output about, I'm going to be watching the chat this whole reading. If I see something, I'm like, yo, everybody needs to see this. I'm going to put it on the screen. We're going to talk about it. Okay. So we're going to spend a little bit of time. All right. Thank you. Y'all are listening. I love that you guys are listening. Shout out to Luminescent Fortune, the 26th. So we are literally on it's Tuesday now where I live. I don't know where you live. Maybe it's still the 23rd. It's Tuesday, February 24th, where I'm reading from. And it's only 2 days away, boo. Okay. Someone else also said this as well. I want to shout out this person as well. Rising Phoenix 2093. Thank you for giving us the information. This is a time where we need each other. We need to share information because we're in Mercury retrograde coming up on February 26th. And on top of that, it's a very weird Mercury retrograde, at least for me. It's Mercury retrograde in Pisces. So if you're a Pisces watching right now, drop that in the chat as well. Yes, thank you. Okay, China K just said it's a lot going on. Yes. Someone said, my man is acting a fool. Yes. Okay. I'm telling you, it's a crisis right now. We have to be here together. Also, someone said it's a blizzard, right? It's a blizzard. A weird thing about this energy is like weird climate changes. I went to Walmart tonight. I went and I took a family member to Walmart, and literally in a parking lot as I was walking from my car with me and my family member, this lady, this older lady came behind us and she was like, I don't know whether to wear my bikini right now or my snowsuit. And it was funny, but it's like, this is real life. Like, seriously, there's some weird things going on right now. Okay. All right. China K said Pisces rising. If you are Pisces watching, you need to really know because maybe you can help us with the energy. This Mercury retrograde is going to be in Pisces. Pisces is beautiful energy, right? It's a very beautiful energy. But the thing that I know about Pisces is imagination, visualization. It can be deception sometimes because it's 12th house energy. So it's like things that you didn't even know that were surrounding you are going to creep up on you. It's kind of scary. It's almost like a thriller. Even though Pisces feels like imaginative and beautiful, it's kind of thriller energy. And so let me tell you guys the themes that you need to watch out for during this Pisces Mercury retrograde. What you need to watch out for, things that you may not even be thinking about that may creep up on you or may take a sudden turn. You need to know about this, okay? It's in my phone, so just give me a second because I'm like an old lady. So I have folders. Give me a second. I'm going to tell you about what you need to watch out for. Then we're going to get into the reading. But thank you for everybody who's coming on here late at night. Obviously, you're already in your Piscean energy because you're up late, kicking it with me. All right. So things that you are going to come to fruition that may have been suppressed in your energy or made something that you may not have even been aware of or not paying attention to. Meditation. Right now, if you are someone who you don't resonate with meditation, you feel like meditation doesn't work for you, maybe you've been through your ebbs and flows in life, your ups and downs. When you're down, people always try to tell you to meditate, and you're like, that's not my philosophy. That's not something I can adopt. During this Mercury retrograde, try meditation. It's going to work for you. Okay. So if you're someone who you like sitting still in silence or even listening to a guided meditation is not for me, try it during this Mercury retrograde. It's going to work for you. Okay. Spirituality. This is a very heightened time for spirituality. Now, retrograde energy is miscommunication. So you may not understand things that me, your other favorite tarot readers are telling you, but it's gonna resonate after the fact. So you just have to stay tuned to the messages. Even if it doesn't make sense right now, I promise you it's gonna be life-changing after this, okay? Escapism. If you have escapism habits, thoughts, philosophies, lifestyles, things that you used to do to escape your life. And maybe you feel like I'm not that person anymore. Those things are coming and creeping up. Be aware. Be aware, okay? Whew, okay. Imagination. Be aware of delusion. Okay. Imagination is a good thing. It's a way that we can manifest. For those of you who are visual learners, you know that. Like when you're in high school, middle school, elementary, visual learner was a big thing. Maybe that's what you adopt, but also your imagination could be deceiving you during this time because it's retrograde energies like miscommunication. So what you're visualizing is not reality. Okay. So you got to be careful of delusion. Your dreams during this time, I'm scared of that because my dreams sometimes are out of this world. I mean, obviously my channel is Dream Tarot, so I've had some crazy dreams in my life, right? But I think even your dreams during the retrograde are going to be telling you things, but it could be very freaky. um we have compassion. Be careful of your compassion. You may be overly compassionate. You may be overly understanding of things that literally don't make sense, things that are imaginary, things are not rooted in reality. So be people can gaslight you easier during this time. So you just have to be extra careful, okay? I don't want to put fear into anyone's heart. I don't operate in fear, but I'm just telling you, like, be aware. This is going to be a freaky time. I don't think people are really even, I don't see a lot of themes about this. Even when I go on YouTube, I don't see people talking about this. I'm like, yo, this is going to be a weird energy. Okay. Also, let's just keep going, right? Devotion, what you devote yourself to, what your loyalty, be careful of that during this retrograde. Healers, if you consider yourself an empath, a healer, a psychic, an intuitive, be careful, okay, during this time because there's things that you may not necessarily like resonate with that you're going to be resonating with. So you have to be so careful. There's also going to be people coming towards you if you're a healer, empath. If you're a reader, you do divination, you're a magician, whatever you consider yourself to be, if you have spiritual energy about you, there's going to be people coming towards you. You may have a path to heal people, to enlighten people, but those are not the people who are coming towards you right now. Okay. So just have to be very, very careful. Pisces energy is an energy of work and service. So you want to work hard. You want to give your service to others, but you're not really what are you working towards? Like there's some weird energy, okay? So just be very careful. Do not spread yourself thin during this time. Don't let people like, use you, okay? Just be very careful, especially if you're in that energy. It's also energy of sacrifice. Be careful of sacrificing yourself to your wit's end, okay? Be careful. And it's also energy of saints and sinners. So if you consider yourself a saint in this season, you may be sinning more than you are a saint. Or if you consider yourself a saint, you could be attracting sinners during this time. So even new love, right? We just did a new love reading on my channel. Even if I, read for you and it's like you're about to meet the one, I feel like during the Mercury retrograde, no. Mercury retrograde tells you to not sign contracts, soul contracts, love contracts. If there's someone who's like really coming towards you during the retrograde and they seem so perfect, they seem like the right person, be careful of entering a contract, a soul contract with this person. Hold off. Wait till after the retrograde and see if they're still the same person. It almost makes you think of the Sinners movie, okay? Like literally, like what's his name? Michael B. Jordan. He's so handsome, but he was very much devious in that movie. And it's really easy to get enthralled in that energy. So you just have to be very, very careful during this time, okay? And then forgiveness as well, forgiveness. So there's going to be a lot of people coming towards you wanting forgiveness. I feel like it's okay to forgive. It is okay. It's really healing for yourself, but don't forget. And sometimes you can forgive without repeating a cycle. Also, too, those of you who are pet owners, there's a lot of you watching that are pet owners. We love our pets. I'm a pet owner. Okay. Your pets during this time, there's something to pay attention to. Pets could be, there's an energy of like acting up. So you take them to the dog park. They're always very calm. Now they're fighting with the pit bull at the park. You're like, why did you choose the pit bull? What's going on? There could be pets get into things, but then it's like the owners get into a bigger argument. So be careful. And if you have a pet that's very adventurous, this is not the time to adventure. This is not the time to go to the park, the dog park. This is not time to go to community events. Bring your pet. No, don't do that. Okay. And also pay attention to your pet right now, too, because even what they're trying to show you, delusion and fantasy is part of Pisces energy. So if your pet is sick, you may consider it like, I know my pet well. They're just acting up for attention. They're not. So it's a lot of delusion, illusion energy. Self delusion is part of Pisces energy. You have to be so careful. Pisces energy is a very beautiful energy, but Mercury retrograde switches that upside down. So just, I don't know, y'all. I don't know if I'm preaching to the right, I don't know if y'all hear me. If y'all hear me, tell me in the chat. If y'all don't hear me and maybe y'all need some proof, I would hope not, because you don't want this type of proof to come towards you. You just want to be aware so you can divert, okay? On top of all of that, hold on. I like what this person's saying. I love that you guys are in the chat because I want your input, okay? I want your input. So this person, they have a whole thing. They said contracts delayed, contracts, delayed communication, miscommunication, things from the past that didn't properly close out. Also things coming back that you set goals for but didn't finish them. Mercury retrograde. Thank you so much, Rising Phoenix. I appreciate you. All right. I'm not here to instill fear because I don't operate off of that. I actually dismiss that. I don't like family, friends who put their fear on me. It lowers my vibrations. But this is a time that if someone is warning you, even if it's a stranger, even if it's a homeless person on the street, you need to listen to that person because their wisdom is going to save you, okay? So don't be too big for the program during this time as well with Mercury retrograde. If there's someone that you don't really value and they're giving you advice, even if you don't want to take it at that moment, still listen. Have an open ear, okay? And still listen to what they're saying because it can apply. With that being said, let's talk about what I have for you here, all right? So all of you that are here right now with me, thank you so much. I appreciate you being here late or whenever, whatever, in short notice, okay? This is your reading tonight. First card that came out is Clown. Humiliation rituals. Okay. I don't know if you guys know about that. A lot of celebrities, that's a celebrity or a famous term, is humiliation ritual. Sorry, I can't speak. Humiliation ritual. But in Pisces, Mercury retrograde, there's going to be a lot of humiliation rituals, not only with our leaders, political leaders, false idols like celebrities, whatever, but also within your community, people who you may look up to, you yourself, because I'm pretty sure that people look up to you. There's a lot of humiliation. There's the energy of degrading. There's the energy of false appearances, okay? There's the energy of shame. And the last, humiliation, is here. So, clown energy. Now, not only is that something that you need to be aware of, that's who's coming towards you. Someone who humiliated themselves in front of you. They showed their ass, okay? And maybe this is why you distance yourself from this person, because you're like, you're showing your ass. I don't like that negative energy. You're in there, you're in your negative polarity. I don't resonate. That person is coming towards you, whether you believe or not. And you have to be very discerning. And you also have to lean into your growth, your maturity, to not revisit. Okay? What's going to be extra hard is that you're getting justice from whoever this is. If someone humiliated you, if someone made an ass of themselves, whoever this person is coming towards you. They're wanting forgiveness. They're wanting to apologize. They're sharing with you their shame, their guilt, their remorse. Okay, this is owed to you, right? But it's not for you to pick it up again. And a confirmation for whoever I'm speaking to that this is going to happen, that you know that this is going to happen, is the signs. How many of you have been seeing angel numbers like crazy? Now, if you're a spiritual person, you see angel numbers all the time. But maybe you've been seeing it crazy, the same number over and over again, that you're like, am I going crazy? What is this about? It's signaling alarm in your brain. Okay. So some of you guys been seeing like the same angel number. The angel number that I keep getting over and over again that's kind of freaking me out is 777, or sevens. Okay. I don't know. I know, but I don't know. I'm like, I don't even want to resonate. Okay. Even though seven is a lucky number, I feel like it's an energy of like, now that I'm feeling lucky, now I'm feeling abundant, all the people that maybe I was struggling during the time and they were lucky are coming towards me. I don't want to see those people. So there's some type of significance of a number, whether it's your house number, whether it's like, maybe your number at work or something. There's something significant and it's giving you a sign. There's a meaning behind that of what's coming towards you. You have to be very prepared, because a lot of you guys are going to get apologies that are late to come. A lot of you guys are going to get apologies that should have came sooner. You're going to feel ecstatic behind it, but you're not meant to get lost behind it. I also feel like this is a very imaginary time. So even if you're getting apologies, the intention may not be right behind it. Okay. So let's talk about who's coming towards you. Okay, this is freaking me out. This is freaking me out, y'all. Literally, the number on this card, I'm gonna hide the card, right? 2 and 5. And I just told y'all 7 is the number I kept seeing, right? 2 plus 5 equals 7. So I'm like freaked out right now. But the card that's coming out for who's coming towards you is the Throne. Look at that, right? It's a regal energy. Usually, we should be happy about this. Someone of regal energy that matches our energy is coming towards us. But because we know that this is negative polarity, this is miscommunication, this is falsity, it's kind of like out of this world, okay? So there's someone coming towards you who feels like they're the throne. They may feel like they're over you. Even with the throne and a negative energy, it gives like narcissist energy. We got to use that term lightly because we don't want to just label everybody a narcissist, but it does give that. I mean, if you think about I think about Bridgerton, because I know Bridgerton just released. I don't know if you guys are fans. If you're not, whatever. But the queen in Bridgerton, even though we stand her, and we love her backstory, she's still a big ass narcissist. So I almost feel like there's a narcissist coming towards you. Let's talk about the throne, okay? I'm going to explain that to you guys deeper. All right, so the throne is about marking my territory. So whoever's coming towards you is trying to mark their territory. They're trying to leave a stamp in your life for you to understand who they are, or they're trying to remind you who they are, okay? It feels very arrogant. It's like even if this person you haven't seen them in a long time, or just say they were a stranger, it's someone who's coming to mark their territory. It's like you're not coming humbly, okay? In the negative polarity, as we feel like this person is, because we see that they're a clown, so we have to just guess that they're a negative polarity. This person has recently had a loss of power. They used to have a lot of authority and they lost that authority, maybe just mishandling responsibility. They were responsible to hold the power that they had, so they've been denounced, okay? It also gives me a fall from grace, like someone who has a negative reputation, someone that people are speculating are they're not as powerful as they come off to be. They're not as confident as they come off to be, okay? Okay. We also have position. They could have lost a position, maybe even a seat at your table, a position in your life. This person has lost some type of ranking. They are sitting on their talents or their gifts. I feel like something that will resonate deeply with you. You try to tell this person to go to another path. You've seen something that they were gifted in, and you're like, hey, this is a more legitimate territory for you. This is something that you could thrive in. This is not making you happy. This is not in your purpose. Spiritually, you should align with something else. Okay. So you try to give this person some type of wisdom, like, hey, move on, pivot your life, okay? They would not. This makes me think of fixed energy, but it's just stubbornness. But this person could be a fixed sign, like, um, I don't know, what are the fixed signs? Y'all let me know in the chat, okay? But it could be a fixed sign that you're dealing with, or this person just deeply stubborn and kind of arrogant as well, like, who are you to tell me what to do? That kind of energy, okay? So this person's been sitting on their talents and gifts, and they cannot take advice from other people or wisdom from other people to pivot. This person had a fall from grace. That's what I just talked about. This person had a fall from grace. Okay. So their reputation is not looking too hot in these streets. This person also is not the leader. So they're sitting in the throne, almost cosplaying as the king or the queen, but they're under someone else's rules. There's someone else that calls a shot. They're not the head honcho. Maybe that's something that you didn't know about them. Like, even if you were dating this person, right? For example, I'm just gonna give an example. Like, say this person was married and they got divorced, and they met you when they were divorced and you dealt with them. They were still playing under their ex-wife or ex-husband's rules. Like, they still had to follow those rules. It may not have been like the ex-wife or the ex-husband was calling the shots. It could be court ordered. Like, they had to go to court. The court told them how to live their life, and they had to follow that, or else they're going to be under the jail. So there's something like that. Like, even if this is a work situation for you during Mercury retrograde, there's a boss who just really abuses their authority, but they're not even the head honcho. Okay. So there's someone over them that's calling the shots that this person has to follow their rules. Okay. All right. We have giving away their control. So maybe you try to warn this person, like, hey, if you don't stop doing this, you're going to have a fall from grace. You're going to have to give away your control. It's not going to look pretty for someone like you. They didn't listen. And the last message about this person is homeless. Now, maybe this person is homeless right now, or during Mercury retrograde, they're going to have some type of homeless energy, or homeless is just like not having a home. You burnt so many bridges that no one wants you to be in their space. No one feels comfortable with you around. So you're almost like the lone sheep, you're an outcast, that kind of thing. Okay. So that's who's coming towards you. This person's going to give you an apology, but you do not need to be fooled by that. I feel like you just need to, there's an energy of compassionate energy, empath energy, spiritual energy. Spiritualists like myself, or like whoever I'm speaking to, you have a deeper understanding what other people cannot make sense of. So you may have seen what this person was going through. You understand it from a higher level. You also understand that eventually the universe is going to work with this person. They're going to, surrender and they're going to change. So you have an understanding, but don't be understanding to this person, you know? You can accept their apology, but don't recycle this energy because they're still a clown. And this person only feels good when they can make a joker or a jester out of you or anyone else around them. They feel like the joke, but they have almost have to clown on you. Think about when you were in school, the class bully. They always have to joke on other people, but their situation at home is very sad. Just be careful. You don't want to be best friends with the bully. It will never end well. The bully doesn't evolve most times, so just don't do it, okay? All right, fixed signs. For those of you who are wondering who this person could be, I was getting fixed energy. So they could be a Taurus, a Leo, or a Scorpio, or an Aquarius. Thank you, Rising Phoenix. Or if they're not those signs, they just have the stubbornness of being fixed. This person is hard to pivot. They position themselves as a leader, but they don't have flexibility. So even when you're trying to give them counsel, they weren't able to be movable, changeable. And what's interesting about the biggest leaders in life, their success is about their counsel, the person who's there to tell them, this is what's going on in the land. This is what the people expect of you. This is your reputation right now. This is what you should do. They listen to their counsel. You could have been in the same energy as this person because counsel is bigger than this person because they have more courage to tell the leader about what to do. But it's almost like this energy of like, I'm bigger than the program. I'm not going to listen. Okay. This person's going to apologize to you. We have justice here. If you're in court with this person, you're going to get a success, but you don't need to like check up on this person after you defeated them. You need to just let them sit in defeat. Someone is owed to deal with their consequences. I feel like there's someone who is guilty or they need to deal with their consequences that you almost may feel like you want to nurture. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. I'm telling you, don't do it. You're going to regret it. All right. Let's see who's coming towards you and what's going to happen here. Give me some messages. You may feel bad for this person because you may feel like they don't know better, but you warned them. So they had a lot of chances to know better. And outside of you, there's other people that they've done wrong that have warned them as well. Let them sit in their shit, okay? That's what I'm feeling. Let this person sit in their shit. Do not feel bad for them. Don't pull out your empath card during the season, okay? Let them sit in it. Let's see what's going on here. Give me some messages, please. For whoever's watching, tell me about this clown and what is about to happen. Someone's reaching out to you during Mercury retrograde. Someone that you didn't expect to hear from again. Someone that you may have felt like moved on. They didn't move on, okay? So tell me about this energy. This person is very bored in their life. They feel like life is very dull. Their options have faded. Their lifestyle is kind of gotten quiet, okay? That fall from grace. So like maybe whoever they used to hang out with, they maybe were more popular on the scene. That has died down. There's a dullness with this person. I'm gonna tell you why. There's a big dullness about them. Okay, so when they're coming towards you, life is not as poppin'. And they're almost looking to you to like be the catalyst to have their upstart. Don't be that fall guy. Don't be the fall guy. Don't let this person use you. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the 7 of Cups. So whoever this person is, they had many more people in their lineup that they could have apologized to, that they could have come towards. They're seeing you as an option. So they're like, you were probably the best option to start something back up in their life. Now, the 7 of Cups warns about trying the same option twice. So this person has a lot of warnings to not come towards you and think that they can manipulate, gaslight, or have their way with you. But they're still going to go about it because they think that they're bigger than the program. 7 of Cups says, do not try the same option twice. If it fails, it's not going to be successful again. This person is almost delusional. 7 of Cups talks about a lot of illusions. Almost someone who smokes 24/7, like they're always high. They're never sober. So they're always thinking too big, you know? It's like you're thinking a little bit too big. You need to be a little bit much smaller to your reality. Someone's not rooted in reality here with the 7 of cups, and they're going to come towards you. And this is what's funny about this card, right? It's like someone's at a restaurant, they can't think for themselves. This card, literally, the thought bubble up there says, let me think. The waiter is like, do you know what you want to eat? This person's at a table by themselves. It's not like someone's distracting them, talking to them like, we're not looking at the menu. They're by themselves. They could be going to their favorite restaurant and they still don't know what they want to eat. Not rooted in reality, okay? So someone just here is just also indecisive. Someone also, whoever this person is, does not trust their own choices. They need that counsel. They need that catalyst, that self-starter. That's you. Do you understand what I'm saying without saying it? Like, you are the catalyst for this person. They're coming towards you to start something, to activate something because they have a loss or a lack. Don't be that person, okay? This person doesn't deserve it, by the way, because justice is here. There's an imbalance that they need to apologize about. This person could apologize to you and in the same breath, the same night, asking you to help them monetize, help them magnetize, okay? This person could use you even to open up their options. If this is a romantic, they could be using you to make other people see them as admirable. So you have to be very careful. I'm telling you, be careful, okay? What I see here is what this person is thinking. They're searching for something. So we have the 2 of Wands. We see this person sitting at their desk. They're searching for answers. They can't come up with those answers by themselves because someone is not rooted in reality. This is someone who smokes a lot. This is someone who drinks a lot. This is someone who refuses to sit in their shit. They don't want to see reality. They don't want to have that come to Jesus moment. This person is like avoiding it at all costs. They could be escapists. Pisces energy with the Mercury retrograde, escaping something. So as they're escaping something, they're coming towards you as they're out. Don't allow this person to use you as they're out. 2 of Wands is Aries energy. 2 of Wands is the energy of like grass is greener. So whatever they're situated in is very dull and boring. And they're seeing you as the grass is greener effect. They're seeing your pasture and they're like, man, the grass is very green over there. The flowers are growing. The birds are chirping. They have chicken that are just pasteurized, you know, running around. It's a very abundant farm. This person is like watching you and wanting to come towards you for that. Now, also, this 2 of Wands is about dominion, power. So it's like someone who wants to be the influence or someone who wants to have ultimate control over you in your own farm. This is your pasture. This is your grass. Someone wants to come over and dominate. So you have to be careful. 2 of Wands is like someone like conqueror energy, like Christopher Columbus. I see this land. I want to conquer this land. Okay. So you have to be careful with that because it doesn't feel like good intentions. It's not like someone's coming with you making a deal. It's more so like I'm coming over and I'm taking over your trap. I'm coming to your trap. I'm taking over your trap. Okay. You have to be very careful with that. Tell me about the 2 of Wands. 8 of Cups. So who's coming to your yard is someone who left your table. You brought a lot to the table. This person felt like it wasn't good enough. Maybe you wanted a balanced connection, a balanced partnership. You're like, this is what I bring, but I'm not offering everything of my investments. I'm not bringing my whole bank to the table. But this person's like, that's not good enough. I want you to bring your whole bank. You said no. They walked away. So 8 of Cups is emotional distance. I feel like this is someone that you maybe felt like you couldn't resonate with, you couldn't connect with emotionally, or even when it came to your own emotions about feeling sad or feeling undervalued, you feel like this person couldn't connect with that. They couldn't get why you felt sad in the situation. They couldn't get why you may have felt like undervalued, overlooked, okay? So instead of like taking accountability or even trying to meet you halfway, they ran, okay? So this is someone who ran from your yard before. And let me tell you something about a farm or a pasture or your green lands, whatever is green for you right now. It takes a lot to deal with, like whatever you build for yourself, the abundance, it takes a lot of work. And if someone's going to be in your land eating off of your feed, they need to be putting in some work too. And this person, when you told them, like, hey, I need you to like work a little bit more to keep up my land, they ran. Okay. So that's your memory about them. That's what you remember, that this person could not meet you halfway. This person didn't bring a lot to the table, or it was a one sided connection or friendship, love, whatever it may be, business partnership, it doesn't matter. It's telling you, don't be like this person who revisits a connection doing the same thing over and over again. Don't be insane and do the same things repetitively. Be different from this person. Notice where it was a lack and don't revisit that. All right. So that's how you remember this person. And it's like kind of sick of them to think that they could run away from giving you something and think that they can also profit from what you have right now. Let's see what else is here. Also, two of wands is energy of choosing up. Choosing up is like you have someone in your life, but you're bored with that situation and you want to date someone else. So for those of you it's romantic, or even if it's not romantic, it could be business. They're already in bed with someone, but they feel bored and they want to go towards maybe their opportunity that they overlooked or that they missed. Okay. Ugh, I don't like it. Okay. It's gross. So just be careful. Let's see what else is here. Ace of Swords. You're finally going to get clarity from this person. You're finally going to get closure. Like if you've been waiting on closure, you've been waiting on that conversation, you've been waiting on that text, that call, you're going to get it. You're going to get that. But is it fulfilling enough after all this time to keep you going? I don't think so. I don't think this person confessing or giving you closure or clarity about things that you're confused about is going to help you. And not because it's not needed. I feel like closure is needed. We're human, right? We bond. So you do need closure when someone does you wrong. The reason that it's not going to help you is because this is closure from the past. They're coming towards you as you evolved or grown. There's totally new things going on at this time. They can't complete the level that you're at now. So even though you're getting closure from the past, this is where you were at the past. So they're giving you closure from where you used to be, but where you are now, it still feels incomplete. Okay. And I know that because we have the moon here, which means that this person is still not giving you their wholehearted confession. They're keeping some things out of the loop. They may not be telling you that I'm in a relationship. They may not be telling you I'm in bed with someone else or I'm dealing with someone else. They may not be telling you I'm actually over here, but I've been looking at you. And if I feel like this goes right, I'm going to leave what I'm with and come towards you. So there's secrecy. The moon also talks about this person being deeply insecure. And maybe that's why you guys attracted each other during that time. They were a deeply insecure person cosplaying as a queen or a king. And so when they came towards you, you may have felt like, okay, this person is more elevated than me. I'm just happy to be in the same bed as them or in the same energy. But what you didn't know is that they're cosplaying as a king or queen. They were deeply insecure. Maybe you didn't have the self-worth that you have now, and you guys met each other at the same energy. Okay. So there's secrecy. This person is still trying to hide certain things that they may be going through, their environment, their associations, to not make you look the other way. They're almost like cosplaying still this heightened energy to attract you. Okay, the moon. Moon is insecurities, it's secrets, it's also deep emotion. So even when it comes to emotions and how this person feels about you, I feel like there's this unwillingness to admit that they're deeper in than you are. You may still like this person, you may still be looking their way, but they've been looking your way. They could be deeply, madly in love with you, obsessed, infatuated. They really want this opportunity with you. If it's business, they're not going to let you know that. It's like someone's still not being themselves. They're not being down to earth. They're not being genuine. All right. Tell me about the moon. Let's talk about some of those secrets that this person could still be hiding from you. Same about the moon for whoever's watching. Sorry. Same about the moon. 5 of Cups. What this person won't let you know is that since you left them alone or since you moved forward, even if it was a forced move forward for you, maybe you weren't ready to move forward and you just did, they've been really stuck and situated on this. 5 of Cups is the energy of looking at the past. They weren't ever, this person's not in the moment. They're not present. And that gives like delusion. Like, they're not living in the present. They're stuck in the past of what used to be. They may have become hip or in tune to your energy, how much you gave, how they had it good, way too late. Okay. So they're still stuck on the past. And I also feel like this is how you're going to see that you're not aligned with this person, because you have grown so much. Whoever I'm speaking to, like when you and this person were dealing with each other, you have changed so much since then. Even if it's a small amount of time, you have maturity or growth that this person still cannot align with. And with the 5 of Cups, they're still stuck on past you, gullible you, compassionate you, empathetic you. Okay. So that's why I'm telling you to not lean into those energies, even if that's your superpower in life, like being empathetic, intuitive. Do not be deluded during Mercury retrograde with that Piscean energy to be sympathetic to someone who has hurt you or devalue you, see them as who they are. I feel like it's like you can't help yourself during this energy, the themes of astrology, what's happening in the planets. Certain themes are going to be placed on you. But I want you, even if you are in that energy, to remember my voice, my irritating voice that keeps saying, be aware, that it will hit you during that time. If you're sitting before this person, which I see that you're going to do, if you're talking to them, if you're in a chaotic environment, heavy music, lots of drinks, that you still see my voice and say, please do not repeat this, because it's not worth it. It's a waste of time. Okay. Let's see what else is here. What other secrets do you need to know of? What do you need to be aware of at this time with this person? What do you need to know about them that they're not going to share? They're not going to be forthright about. 10 of Swords. As you are talking to this person, as they're approaching you, they're making the first move, whatever, just know that they are in the 10 of Swords. Okay. Do y'all know what the 10 of Swords is about? You should know if you watch tarot, if you read tarot, whoever I'm speaking to, you should know what the 10 of Swords is about. It's a deep devastation. It's a coming to Jesus moment. Literally, it's the energy of getting out of your delusions of trying to make something work that's dead, and then you realize, oh shoot, this is a dead horse that I've been beating. It's not going to come back alive. This person's having that breakdown. Now they're also escaping that breakdown, right? There's escapism with this person. Even as they're going through a deep devastation that could be a lesson, they're choosing not to be immersed in that, to feel their emotions. They're pushing away sadness. If they're depressed, they're refusing to associate with depression, but maybe they need to claim it so they can release it. Someone has a hard time with accepting things, okay? 10 of Swords, this person could be going through a breakup. This person could be going through divorce. This person could have got laid off from their job. This person could have had someone pass in their family and they're not accepting it, okay? So as they're coming towards you, they're hiding that as well, which is crazy because that's something that you would want to share with someone. Like, I've been reflecting a lot, and on top of that, I've been going through this, and it made me realize things about you. They're not going to give that to you. They're not going to say, I've been through the worst of worst, and this made me think like I was wrong. They're not going to say that, okay? So this person is deeply escaping their truth that can help them grow. Do you understand what I'm saying, guys? Like, I feel like I'm over explaining in this reading, but I feel like this is so needed. I'm like, I refuse for y'all to not understand, okay? Someone said betrayal. Maybe this person got betrayed, but are they also the betrayer? Have they betrayed people too? Is it their karma? So there's something going on here that this person's not even going to give you the knowledge of what's going on to be real and rooted and have that spiritual alignment. Like, you are a spiritual being. You're the type of person that people should be real about because maybe you have wisdom behind that. You can help them through it. They're not going to share that. It's almost like my life is great and I'm coming towards you. Really? Is that the truth? If your life is great and you're coming towards me, why didn't you come towards me before? Okay, so something here that this person's hiding, and I feel like they're hiding it because they feel like it doesn't make them very attractive to come towards. And I also feel like they're hiding it because maybe it's vindication for you, something that you called out, something that you told them was going to happen. They don't want you to be right about that. So that's what I'm seeing here. Now, what I'm also seeing is that because you guys are so understanding, so compassionate, so nurturing, and humans, at the end of the day, we're all humans. We could be half spirit, half human, but it doesn't discount that we're humans and we do crazy things sometimes, right? So the crazy thing that I see that you're going to be doing here is the Two of Cups. I feel like I need a cigarette. Okay, and not like an American cigarette, like an international cigarette, because this is crazy. Okay, Two of Cups. I see that you're going to be sitting down with this person. You're going to give them the time of day. You're going to give them the benefit of doubt. No matter what the signs are telling you, okay, no matter what signs you've been getting before this happens, you're still going to give them the time of day. You're searching for something, you know? And I'm not going to tell you that you're wrong for searching for that. I feel like we're human. We want that understanding. We want that connection, you know? You're hoping that this person can connect with you, the connection that you lacked in the past. So I see you sitting down with this person. And then what's interesting about this card, right? It's an empty bar. So I see you guys talking so much to where like it's like closing time, you know? So obviously there's like deep interest here. Okay? I'm not judging you. I just feel like whatever, it is what it is. Tell me about the Two of Cups. How is that going to go? If you do decide to sit down with this person, if you do decide, if they convince you to sit down with them, how is that going to go? All right, Queen of Wands, okay? I feel like you're dominating the scene. I do like the Queen of Wands, even if you're a masculine watching. I love this energy. If you're going to sit down with this person, I love this energy because Queen of Wands talks about not chasing. You're not chasing conversation. Maybe that was your past energy. Like you would be the starter of the conversation. You would ask the questions. You would keep the conversation flowing. This time you're just receiving, and you're highly magnetic and attractive, so your themes, your interests, this person is naturally chasing that. So if you have an interest in knitting, you like to knit, yarn, whatever, this person is chasing that out of you. They're like, oh, I watched a video about knitting. I watched a video about what is it called, what do you call crochet, I don't know. They're like, "Oh, I watched a video," or I just watched a podcast about that." Like they're chasing your interests, which I do like that you are dominating the conversation, the situation by just sitting back and listening and receiving. You're not doing too much this time. You're not the chaser. So if you're going to sit down with this person, you know, at least I want you to be this. At least I want that for you, right? So this person is kind of like stepping down from power, you know, and they're chasing. All right. So they're just, but this is the funny thing. I love these cards because we just seen the other card where it's like, where is it? I don't even think I have it here. Okay, whatever. We seen the other card where it had like a message. This card says boring. So even though this person is chasing your themes or what they think that you're interested in, there's a boredness there. There's a dullness there. It's like, I see what you're doing. I'm not naive. I'm more clever than you. So even as this person is chasing your interests, chasing what you're into, maybe they've been spying on you that they know you're interested in these things, is boring to you. It's mundane. It's like elementary level. Even as this person wants to have a spiritual conversation with you, it's very elementary. It's like, you're not at my level. Okay. So there's something that you're seeing here, like boring or just dull, or just a waste of my time. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. What else do you have here? Very beautiful environment, by the way. So if this person does invite you out, it's a very beautiful environment. They got that right. At least they know your interest of what your environment requires. They're going to get that right. But what they're going to get wrong is trying to connect with you. That conversation is going to be very boring, very mundane, very surface level. And it's also surface level because the moon, they don't want to really, they don't want to say too much. Okay, let's see what else is here. We have the Six of Pentacles. Again, very beautiful environment because this person is going to put their money where their mouth is. So they're going to take you to a very expensive place, or they're going to take you to a very nice place. They're going to pull all stops. This person could be very generous, like, I'm going to come pick you up. They could say, I'm going to send a car, a Uber, whatever it means for your lifestyle between you and this person. They're going to be super generous than what you're used to. All right. So it's a very nice environment. It's a nice gesture. Boring conversation. Boring conversation. I can see you like looking sideways. You're almost looking like, who else is in here? Like, give me your input, because this person's kind of a snooze fest. Okay. But the environment, the intention is very generous and luxurious. Okay. So just know that. Your last card here in the outcome is the Magician. You have more power than this person has. We started off the reading with power, right? Someone's intentions was power, control. We have the Two of Wands here. Someone's intentions was to control the narrative. I'm going to go over here towards where the grass is greener with whoever I'm speaking to, and I'm going to control that situation. All right. Your outcome is that no, you're actually not going to control the situation. I control the situation. I have the ultimate influence. So there's influence here. So even though it's a very lackluster energy, because the outcome is influence, I feel like you're able to influence this person to whatever you want. Some of you guys may want to reconcile with this person. You can influence them to chase you for that reconciliation. If you're not wanting to reconcile with this person, maybe you're going with them for shits and giggles. I don't know. You're able to influence whatever you want the outcome to be. You have the ultimate power here. You also are deeply inspirational or mysterious. That allows deeper allure, magnetism. So even if this person thought they were going to call the shots, in this time, they're at your mercy, okay, with the Magician. Let's see what that's about. Tell me about the Magician. What's the outcome? Thank you to everybody who's in here. Also, yes, I love this. Hold on. Yes, please like the video, guys. It's a late night, it wasn't planned. This reading was not planned. So please like the video if it resonates. Please like the video. It will be on the channel. So if you want to watch it back, if you're just coming in, you can watch it back. Everything's going to resonate with you. I have no doubt in my mind. I'm super confident tonight that I know that for a fact. Okay. All right. Anyway. Tell me about the Magician as your outcome. I think this is good for me also to say that your outcome is you being in a position of power, because this person in the past, you weren't. And maybe you doubted yourself a lot because of their influence. They made you feel small. You were the counsel, you were the wisdom, you were the high priest or the high priestess, giving them influence, but they made you feel like, no, I'm the influence. You're just giving it to me because this is who I am. I love that the outcome is showing you your power, because a lot of you need to know your power, not only with this person, but other areas of your life where maybe you were made to play small, or people took you for granted, made you think that you weren't as valued. This is not just a this person scenario. This is outside of that, even in your family, your friendships, at work. You play a big role in what makes the world go round, and you need to start acting like it, And I feel like this person, if you guys are going to sit down with this person, I don't see forward movement. I don't see a longevity. But what I see is that it does remind you of your power, so that even in your other categories of life, you play out that dynamic. You don't play small anymore, and you're not able to be gaslit that you're not as big as you are. Okay. But for this specific scenario, tell me about the Magician. You're going to call the shots here. Those of you who are going to reunite with this person, you're calling the shots this time. You have the Hermit. Someone's very afraid of you isolating yourself again. Someone's afraid to be blocked again. Someone's afraid that you won't speak to them again. Someone is leaving this meeting and thinking, will they text me back? Will they call me again? Are they going to want to see me again? Someone's paranoid. So you have a lot of power, and a lot of people, not only just this person, but family, friends, um, work situations that took you for granted are wondering, will you resurface? Will you come back again? A lot of people are nervous here, including this person. They're afraid to be blocked. They could also feel that you're bored as well. They're not dumb, they're delusional, but they're not dumb. And I feel like this person knows that you are not the same person that you used to be. So there's a fear of you blocking them or isolating yourself or going into no contact again. You have the power, okay? Eight of Wands. They're so afraid that they're going to keep up communication with you all the time. Eight of Wands is back-to-back communication. It's when someone double texts you. It's when someone can't reach your phone that they call you a couple times and leave a voicemail. It's someone who travels often to come see you. They want to plan a date back to back. It's incredible momentum that you're going to get from this person. They're going to take more action than they did in the past, okay? So that's your outcome here. What you do with that is your own will. I'm always going to encourage you to get bigger and better, because the same way that this person feels like the grass is greener with you, you have situations in your life right now where the grass is greener than this person. And I encourage you to go towards that. You have free will. I don't question your authority. I don't question your path, whether you deal with this person or not. I feel like you will come to be what is meant to be when it's meant to be, okay? So I'm not questioning what you're doing or how you're going to react to this. I'm just here to give you a warning that this person is a clown, period. That's all. All right, guys, this is the end of the reading, but let's get some tea leaf. Let's just end it off with some more messages. What else do you need to know about this situation? This could be extra confirmation for whoever's watching. So let's see. Okay, the first message is just crazy, okay? Let's see what else is here. Ooh, Jesus, I'm tired, y'all. Sorry. Okay, one more card. All right. Thank you for everybody who's in here. Thank you for everybody who's come in here late or just last minute. I appreciate everybody. Please like the video, comment down below after I conclude this reading. Tell me about your situation, because not only do I want to read your situation because I'm nosy, but I also feel like sometimes when we comment our situations, there's someone else who's reading. That's their situation, and they need to know your perspective. They need to know your outlook to help them, okay? That's why I always encourage comments, not only because I'm nosy and I like to read, but I also feel like there's someone who can resonate. And there's been many times that I looked at your comments and I resonated with it, and I needed that message as well, okay? All right, let's talk about the things that came out. The first card that came out is a big confirmation. We have Casket. Casket is a big message for endings, being dead and gone, okay? So I think that's crazy that that was the first card to come out. It says someone going out of your life or the end of a situation, okay? Confirmation. I'm not just over here spewing BS. I'm just stating facts, okay? We also have Firecracker. If you do not know, Firecracker was in the past, Firecracker, I would say like someone's middle piece. Their firecracker is like sex, like their genitalia, like what they use to, do them, to play around, to procreate, doesn't matter. Firecracker was the same thing. So maybe this person, like, firecracker, there could be a sexual energy there, okay? That's all I'm going to say. But firecracker is excitement. So even hearing from this person, seeing them again, you're expecting excitement. But remember what I said about the Queen of Wands? You're going to be very bored. So it's not really giving that, okay? We have table. Table talks about hard work ahead, okay? So if you are to deal with this person, it may feel easy right now. It was easy, to like get them to chase. It's easy for them to like, be generous, but will it remain easy or is that just a facade, okay? We have bouquet here. Bouquet is compliments from an admirer. All right. We have well here. It says family wishes come true. Those of you who this is like someone you co-parent with or the parent of your children or someone that knows your children well, for a short limited time, yes, they could be the perfect parent. But is that going to remain? That's the thing that I want you to just be aware of. Will it remain? Is it stable? Is this person accountable? Are they responsible? Are they dependable? I don't think so, okay? We have Ram. Ram is Aries energy, by the way, guys. Okay. Ram says a stubborn, aggressive person. Okay. And last but not least, we have marriage. Some of you guys are married and you're just looking for your counterpart to do their part. I don't know. Also, those of you who are dealing with this person, you're not married, you're just dating them. Or even if you're married, I'm going to say this. You could be stopping yourself from your true soulmate, the person that you are supposed to be married to, the person who's your partner, the person who's on the same page as you, whether you're married or you're single. And maybe that you see marriage as your future. Even if you're married, you know that you're meant to be a husband or a wife. There's someone that you're going to be coming into cahoots with. That ain't your partner, boo. I hate to say it to you, but that ain't your partner, okay? So just be aware. Do not delude yourself. Don't be in self-delusion, okay? Even if you manifested this, like, does it align to your manifestations in today's time? Sometimes we manifest things from like years ago, We write out a list, we put it out into the universe, we pray about it, then it finally comes, but the universe knows. So there could be something that you manifested that you, even with that magician as your outcome, you manifested this person coming towards you humble. But is that the truth or is it just like a facade? Will this person change up on you quickly after some weeks, after a month? Something that you manifested could be very near. This is like a lesson or it's a jip and you don't need to fall into it. You need to wait and be patient for your real manifestation to come through. So just be careful of that, especially those of you who really want marriage. You're looking for your partner. This is someone that you're comfortable with. This is someone that you're familiar with. You feel like, okay, we're meant to come back together and maybe this is going to be my partner. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, thank you. Okay. Especially because Mercury retrograde, okay? You guys know Mercury retrograde. This is not our first go round. Mercury retrograde always brings the exes to the yard. But are they the one? Is this the reconciliation that you're hoping for? No. Because if it was, it would have happened outside of Mercury retrograde. And that's all I'm going to say. I don't want to be a negative Nancy. I don't want to instill fear. I'm just keeping it real. Okay. Whew. Anyway, that's all I have for y'all. I'm about to go to bed tonight. I encourage you to go to bed. Do not stay up all night thinking about this person. They are not worth it. Let them stay up all night thinking about you. Step into your Queen of Wands energy. Even if you're a masculine watching, do not chase this person. Don't even chase thoughts. Don't chase waterfalls. Okay? Let this person chase that about you. You sleep well tonight. Think about other things. Just don't even give into it. This is going to be a very eye-opening time, not only just to the people coming towards you, but to yourself. Like maybe just how, like the influence that you give into and having to notice your power and knowing that you're the influence, okay? You're not the lower counterpart in this reading. So I just hope that you guys receive that about yourself because I really feel that about whoever I'm reading to. If you're aligned to this channel, then you have to have high self-worth. And maybe you fell down on that some years or some months, but you come back to self. So just do not ever think whoever's coming towards you that because they're showing you attention, they're the higher power. No, they have to show you attention because they ain't getting it right now. Ain't nobody like you. You're one of a kind. You're very special. They never had that hit like they had with you. So just stay true in that. And, we're going to be here for Mercury retrograde. We're going to see how some weird things happen. Outside of this person, there's going to be other people coming towards you. But I feel like this is the most significant energy because I do see you meeting with them. Just don't be jinxed, okay? With that being said, I'm going to leave that there. I need to go to bed, guys, so I can wake up early. I want to do all signs tomorrow. So, I got to go to bed. I hope you guys have a good night. Please like the video, subscribe, comment down below if you feel called to. If you feel called to help someone else, you already been through this, you know what it's like. Warn someone in the comments. And then other than that, I love you guys for being here, keeping me company. Thank you for everybody who came in here last minute because I know I didn't announce it earlier. Other than that, good night, guys. I need to go to bed. I'm tired. Sleep well tonight. Don't stay up all night. And that's just that. I love you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're going to do a live tomorrow. We're going to do all signs reading tomorrow. So just stay tuned for that. Make sure you have your notification bell on. We're going to be doing that tomorrow. So just make sure that you guys are, have your subscribe and notification bell so you don't miss it. All right. Good night to everyone. Bye-bye.